All right, with documentation on this beautiful Riverside Gold. Is that it? Riverside?
That's correct.
Riverside Gold. L88. Look at this. So you're the prospective buyer for this beautiful car when it hits Bring a Trailer. You should know and should feel comfortable in know understanding the history. And at this level, you appreciate every aspect of documentation that comes with the car. I mean, I think that makes the client feel comfortable.
100%.
Look at this. Have you found that I always find miles, number of owners, service records.
Right.
Well, it goes beyond that with something like this. Kevin, tell us about. Let's start with from one end to the other here.
Well, it's got the original keys, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
With the dealership's name still on it.
Melton Motors.
Yeah. I think they're out in Kansas, I believe.
Where were most of these cars sold?
Oh, everywhere.
I mean, it
didn't make a difference.
Were there that many sold in the East Coast, or was it all Midwest?
Tons.
Fine.
Tons.
All right, so this is.
That is a reproduction window sticker. That's probably the only documentation that they don't have, but they have a copy of that on a car ship.
That's
so
fine.
We'll go through that.
Owner's manual?
Yeah, the original.
Oh, I better be pretty careful here.
Yeah, actually there's two of them here, believe it or not.
Nice. Now, what is, and this here is, look at, folks, I mean, honestly, Kevin, what's in here? The registrations.
Right. Title history.
In transit card. What else?
Oh my God, it's everything. It's got the original warranty book protector plate, which will tell you the engine, serial number on the car, of course, how the engine was stamped actually, transmission number, rear end number, and the code of the car, whether it be exterior and interior codes as well. That's still with the car, which is very important. It's got the original tank sticker or Corvette order copy. That's still with the car.
Tank sticker, is that on the?
That's on the tank itself.
On the tank.
Down the assembly line, these guys would see what options would have to go on the car, and it's just, it goes on. Then it has even copy number 7 of the tank sticker, which gives you the serial number as well as the key numbers and everything else in the thing, which is really very unique, very unusual to have that go with the car. Like I said before, another reproduction window sticker, which they made for judging purposes only, and even have here your inventory security agreement they have here, and a demonstration plan here, and yeah, this is really cool. This is like a copy of the actual original window sticker called the car shipper, which is very, very hard to have, and this has it, which is pretty cool. But it just goes on and on and on with more documentation. How about this when the car was transported? It's by truck here. All the list of options with the serial number, dealership, and everything else.
What? Pardon me, but I'm focusing on that rag. What is it? Is that a cloth or rag? What is this?
Yeah. It's a little bag here with seat shims in it.
Seat shim.
Yeah. Sometimes you're just a level of the seat here. Yeah, which came from the factory like that.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's part of the L88 package.
Yep. Even here you even got your headlight washer instruction card here, and also your trim ring card. The original one still in a little Ziploc bag. And this is
all the essentials for a guy like Kevin.
Well,
the Corvette Hunter, he's the man.
I love the paperwork on it, which is very, very
By the way,
important
your book, The Corvette Hunter.
Yes.
That's great. It's a great read, and where can you get it?
Go to my website, CorvetteRepair.com, order it. I'll be glad to sign
great book.
a copy for you.
We talk about all these cars that he's found and restored, the real history, the drama behind some of the finds it's stunning. It's a great read. License plates.
Yeah, the original plates for the car, which is kind of cool. Like I said, I mean, no one has all the ownership history on the car. It's not a non-excuse car. Let's just put it that way.
Look at the picture portfolio here.
Yeah.
There she is. There's the beast. Just fantastic.
Yeah, that was at the special collection back in the day.
Again, another reproduction.
Yeah, they had a lot of them for some reason.
In transit card, amazing.
Yeah.
And so this is really great. This is it gives everybody the real background, and they can buy with confidence, right? I mean, all of that.
100%. This car has been known in the Corvette hobby as, I believe that Emmett Downs purchased a car in 1982 from the original owner.
Right.
And it's been well known back in the day. Some cars have great reputation, some cars have okay reputation, some cars have no reputation.
Yeah,
It's a
but
great reputation.
Whatever, whatever type of Corvette it is, if it needs to have its reputation repaired, enhanced, they come to you, right? You can take one and make it great again.
Well, yeah, but it has to be a real car. If the car is a fraudulent car, I just tell the guy.
Making
"Have a nice
Corvettes
day."
great again.
Why don't we try?
All right, Kevin, L88. Now, wait a minute. What's this 435 horsepower thing? I've heard 500. I've heard 550. I've heard more than that. Is there truth somewhere in there?
Well, on a 430, technically that's what they kind of underrated.
Right.
But with headers on it, they can go up as much as 640 horsepower. Believe it or not.
Geez.
It really, it's an all-out race car motor. It really is. It really should be used for off-road use only. But there have been people out there that drove these cars, I would say on a regular basis, but they did drive them on the street.
What's the red line?
Oh, it's buried. What is it, 7,000, 8,000?
I mean, will these things turn 6,000?
Oh, all day long.
All day long.
Oh, yeah, yeah. With the right fuel in it, though.
Right.
You gotta have the right fuel
Sure.
in it.
Otherwise, you knock it to death.
No. But I mean, we find the air cleaner and the special wires and the brown distributor cap. That's unique for L88 only.
What's the just the color, or is it just
No,
is there something about it?
Well, there's just a special wire here, and they're so hard to find. I think there is a company now that's actually making them right now,
Right.
But for a while there, you couldn't even get those wires anymore. At one time, I bought out the manufacturer. I bought like 25 sets, and I was getting $25 a piece for a set of wires. One guy bought 2 sets for $4 grand. It's unbelievable because you can't get them. But now there is a company that is making them out of there right now, which is really good.
Paired with, is this a Muncie? Is this an M22?
Yeah, M22 Rock Crusher. That's correct. Like,
Why do they call it a rock crusher?
Well, they made a lot of noise. They were very, very noisy transmissions back in the day. You can tell an M22 from an M21. But with the engine running so loudly, you barely even hear it anyway.
Is this car loud, even stock with the side pipes?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
You can hear it coming.
Yeah. And there's only a handful. I mean, having a side pipe in '69 was very rare in itself, but having with an L88 option, there's probably less than 5 out there that are factory side pipe with an L88 option.
All right. Interior, maybe we could swing around to the other side. Yeah, so we discussed the fire under the hood. Does this car need anything, really? I mean,
This
is this
car
all
is-
in?
Car is turnkey, ready to go.
Right.
You want to drive it, that'd be great. If you want to show it, you can show it again if you want. If it's not a problem, you get as many top flights or blue to gold certifications or triple diamond awards that you want. Or, matter of fact, I love going to these Concours shows now. I love going to Amelia Island, or I love going to St. John's, or I love going up to Greenwich, Connecticut now, which is another fun show. Believe me, if you bring this car anywhere, knowing it's a factory LA car, it's going to bring a crowd around it, let's face it, because there's not that many out there in this condition.
All right, so we've seen what's under the hood. Maybe we take a quick look at the interior as well, Kevin. Point out some of the unique features.
Well, what I really like about this car,
Originality.
yes, it is. And as I told you before, all LA cars came with non-radio, radio delete. So he's got the original Blanco plate still in the car. With 14,000 miles, most of the mileage on this car was probably on the track because it was a drag car. But it still had the old original interior, pretty much. The only thing that I
Did it have a heater?
Well, it had a heater. And,
Okay.
yeah, and in 68, I was mandatory to have a heater.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was a safety thing. 67, they didn't have a heater in the car, but 68, 9, you have to have a heater. That was actually mandatory. But sometimes on race cars, they take the heater out just for weight.
Then you couldn't put any ordinary fuel in here with a 12.5 compression ratio. And actually, they warned you. There's a sticker inside here. Check that out.
They recommend 103 octane. Yeah.
Can you get that now?
Well, today you'll probably have to get it online or go to some stations we have. We can still get it at the pump, but we go to a race shop and they carry it. We get 110 leaded. That's what we get.
Right, 110. Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
they make it, but it's also about $100 for a 5-gallon pail today. But then again, how often are you really going to drive this thing on the street? On the weekends, maybe?
Right,
It's going to be more of a fun car.
Now, the price, that sort of price point, the associated costs are not really a factor. I mean,
Right.
at this level,
Yeah, it's just a great collectible car, and knowing that the car is basically turnkey, ready to go, is good. I mean, this car had a complete body restoration. It's well known as one of the best cars out there, and of course, only a handful have the side pipes on, like we talked before. But what's also neat about this car, the seat covers, the door panels, the dash, steering wheel, column, that's all original in the car. The only thing I noticed on the car that was changed is probably maybe the sill plates were changed and the front carpets were changed, but the back carpets are original on the car.
Yeah, but these are all acceptable. Any of that is acceptable.
You're gonna find a little wear and tear here and there, especially on carpets. That's the first thing that goes. Usually the tires, these aren't the tires that came with the car in '69. They were probably blown off way back when. And probably the battery was changed a couple of times
Sure,
along the way.
at Corvette Repair, you're only going to use the best restoration parts anyway, right? All original.
As best as we can.
As
We
you
try
can.
to do the best we can.
Yeah.
It's got all the original day-coated glass on the car. The frame is exceptionally on the car. It's just the undercarriage is breathtaking. Really, everything has been detailed and preserved back in the day. But yeah, the interior kind of speaks for itself. It's
Wow.
original console, dash, everything. It's all there. It works nicely.
Well, ultimately the whole thing speaks for itself in some ways. But the fact that you're this enthusiastic, you've had a chance to be part of bringing this car back to 100-point status it gives real credibility to this car, and it's great to have you here. I'm so glad you could make it. Kevin is if there's anything to know about a Corvette, this is the guy, and he's in Long Island at Corvette Repair, CorvetteRepair.com. Be sure to pick up the book, The Corvette Hunter. If you're a Corvette fan, you're missing something by not reading the book. There's so much to learn in there. And the chase to find these rare automobiles, the stories documented there are just amazing. So when is this car available? That's the next question to answer. It will be very soon. It'll be on Bring a Trailer. At 1600, the at symbol, 1600 Veloce is the handle. That's where you'll find it. That's who will be listing it through Mechanic Shop North in North Salem.
Always a pleasure.
It is always a pleasure. Thank you, Kevin, so much.
Thanks for having me.
Bushman, see you at Caffeine and Carburetors. We have 4 shows this year. Shameless promotion at the end of the video. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for having us.
Talk to you later.